What if I told you that every hour species disappear from our planet forever? The loss of biodiversity isn't just about plants and animals, it's about our future and the future of our food, health, and survival. That's why every one of us has to play a role in preserving biodiversity. This earth is what we all have in common. That is what the American writer Wendell Berry reminds us. He says that protecting biodiversity isn't just the job of scientists or governments. It's a responsibility that belongs to everyone. I researched this topic using reliable sources from environmental organizations and scientific studies to better understand why biodiversity is important and how everyone can help protect it. Today, I will persuade you that everyone should contribute to preserving biodiversity because the health of our planet depends on the variety of plants, animals, and ecosystem that supports life. By taking small, meaningful actions, each of us can help protect nature, maintain ecological balance, and ensure that the future generations inherit a healthy and thriving environment. Human activities are destroying our natural habitats. So human activities such as deforestation, urban development, and pollution and agriculture are destroying the habitats where plants and animals live. As these habitats disappear, many species struggle to survive, causing biodiversity to decline. Healthy ecosystems provide clean air, water, food, and pollination, which people depend on every day. Biodiversity also helps keep ecosystems balanced, making them more resilient to climate change and diseases and natural disasters. The habitat destruction is happening worldwide and affects millions of species. It also impacts humans because communities rely on healthy ecosystems for food, medicine, clean water, and stable livelihoods. Consequences of the problems is that if habitat destruction continues, more species will become endangered, extinct, ecosystems will become less stable, and future generations will likely face greater environmental, economic, and health challenges. While habitat destruction is a major threat to biodiversity, pollution is also another serious problem that is causing widespread harm to ecosystems around the world. Pollution is harming our biodiversity. Pollution from plastic waste, chemicals, pesticides, and industrial emissions contaminates land, rivers, and oceans. Many animals mistake plastic for food or are poisoned by harmful chemicals, which pollute environments and make it difficult for plants and wildlife to survive. Pollution affects ecosystems around the world, from forests to rivers to the deepest parts of the ocean. It harms wildlife, marine life, plants, animals, and humans, especially communities that rely on clean water, healthy soil, and natural resources. So according to the United Nations Environment Program, plastic pollution affects every ecosystem on Earth, from rivers to the deepest parts of the ocean, threatening wildlife and human health. The World Health Organization also stated that air pollution is responsible for millions of premature deaths each year and damages ecosystems, affecting both biodiversity and human well-being. Some consequences of this problem is that if pollution continues to increase, then more species will be injured or become extinct. Ecosystems will weaken and people will face greater risks to their health, their food supply, clean water, and overall quality of life. Beyond the damage caused by pollution, climate change creates additional challenges that put countless systems and ecosystems at risk. Species and ecosystems at risk. Okay, and my next reason is that climate change is threatening biodiversity. Climate change is causing temperatures to rise, And then weather patterns become more extreme and habitats change. Many plants and animals cannot adapt quickly enough to these changes, making it harder for them to survive and reproduce. So the extent of that problem is that climate change is a global issue, and it affects ecosystems on every continent and also in every ocean. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate change has already caused widespread impacts on everyone. Ecosystems, with many species experiencing changes in their habitats, behaviors, and survival patterns. This affects wildlife, plants, marine life, and humans, especially in communities that depend on natural resources such as farming, fishing, and forests. Okay, and some consequences of this problem is that if climate change continues, more species become endangered or extinct, ecosystems may become unstable, and humans may expect and experience greater challenges with food supplies, clean water, and environmental security. In conclusion, preserving biodiversity is a responsibility that belongs to everyone, because human activities such as habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change are putting ecosystems at countless species at risk. Protecting biodiversity helps maintain the balance of nature and ensures that future generations have access to resources that they need to survive. If each of us has the ability to make the difference through choices we make every day, whether it is reducing waste, protecting natural habitats, or supporting environmentally responsible actions, even small contributions can make a very large impact when people work together. So, the future of Earth's biodiversity is not only in the hands of scientists or leaders, it is also in the hands of all of us. If we protect nature today, nature will protect us tomorrow.